You are welcome everyone to another video tutorial. Today we want to look at the style sheets. So you as you rightly know that in CSS we use a lot of style sheet because CSS stands for what? Cascading style sheets. So we are going to use CSS in React also. So by default React comes with its default CSS. So you can see index of CSS, you can see app.css. So let's look at the CSS in details. So index.css, like I rightly pointed out earlier, is a global CSS file in React. So this index.css is a global what? Global CSS in React. Now when I say global style sheet, I mean global style sheets that targets the H1, H2, H3 and the rest. Now global, like the name implies, global style sheet means it's going to what? Reference anything you put in global will reference all other components. So let me create another component here. So I'll call this text2, text2.js. This is the second component I'm creating. So I'll generate my boilerplate RFCE. Okay, so I'll save this, then I'll import it into my app. So here I can easily come here and say text2, and it is imported already here. Import text2 from component text2. So as a standard I have two components, text and text2. I go to the browser, I will see text2. So let me take away the props I passed to other place. Let me just take this one out, then take all this one out so that you just see that better, and save it. Then go to text2 component, make this to be h1 so that it will be good also. Now come here and say div h1 as this is text2 component. So I save this. Okay, so you can see that on the screen. This is text2 components, and this is the first component I have here. So let's proceed. So what I want to do is global style sheet. This is the global style sheet, and we're told that global means covering all. The word global means all, to cover, universal. So I'll come here and we say global style sheet target common tags like h1, h2, paragraph tag, anchor tag, and the rest. They are imported into the index.js. So if you look at this index.css, you see that it is imported into what? The index.js. If I click on index.js, you will see oh, it's not even here. Okay, that's it. So you can see import index.css. That is one thing you should know, that is global. So if peradventure, let me close this, I go to the global index, global index.css. Let me click this, let me minimize it so you can see better. So if I come here in the index.css, which is a global style sheet, if I decide to come here and do some stuff here, let me just put some stuff. Let me take this font family and put my own font family. So you can see that this is their own font family. So let me put my own font family as font family as, let me look for a font family as career new, career monospace. So if I save this, you will see that it's going to affect every aspect of it. So let me save this and put a color. Okay, a color of I think that's, we already have a color for that code. Oh, this is for the code. Let me create another one. Okay, let me come here and put some h1. Sorry, let me use the app.js, app.css, which is another global styling. Let me come here and do something special. What should I do here? Let me come here, let me put h1 in index.css. Let me just put h1. I say h1 here. I just put color as red. color is red, and I save. You can see all the H1 has been tagged as red. That's global. It affected the components, the first component and the text2 component, which is the second component, because it's global. That's meaning of global. So I hope you understand the word global. So you can decide to come here and change the font family, to without career new, and you see that the font family will change. So you can see the font family has changed drastically, and it has affected the two components I created, component 1 and component 2. So this is the first component, which is text, and this is the second component, which is text2 component. So obviously that's called global. So we also have component style sheet. Let me take away this out. We also have component style sheet. Now let's see what component style sheet is. Component style sheets, like the name implies, are specific to a component. Yeah, they are specific to a component. The component style sheets are also global. They are not scoped to the component. Now if I want to create let's say I want to create a style sheet for text2, I can easily come here in my component folder and create a file. I can call this text2.css. I create a component called text2.css. You don't need to make it to be capital letter because it is .css. The extension is not .js. Do you understand that? It is .css. That's why I use a small letter here. So if I come here and I say H1 and I say color, I want the color of this H1 to be, let's say, blue. I want the font family to be, let's say, Carrier. I save this. So this is text2.css. For you to use it, you have to import it to a specific component. And what is that specific component? Text2. So yeah, I'll come here and import it. This is going to be import. This is where you import a specific component. That is component style sheet. You now come here and put ./, then since text2 is inside the folder called component and your style text2.css and text2.css are also in the same component, you put this and you just come here and say text2.css. That's all you need to do to import this. So you should save this now. Now if you look at this, you know that this is specific to this component. This text2.css is specific to this text2 component. I did not add it to inside text component. So let's see the browser. So you can see it's affecting everybody because it is also a global style sheet. So component styling are also what global. I did not put this import text2.css into this text.js component. It is not here. I did not import it here. But lo and behold, it is affecting the text component too. That's why we say component style sheets are also global. They affect everybody. So what if I don't want a global kind of style sheet? I want a specific style sheet for a specific component. What will I then do? So there's what is called the modules, CSS modules. So CSS module will take care of that. So CSS module, like the name implies, CSS modules apply style to a specific component. You can name them like event.module.css or style.module.css. So the way we create our CSS module is we use the word .modules.css. So here, inside this component folder, I'll create a file, and I'll call this styles.module.css. Style.module.css. So I'll come here and say H1. I want H1 color to be red. Red. Then I want a font family of Vandana Geneva sans serif. I'll save this. So where do I want to use it? I want to use it in the text component, text.js components. So here, because this is a module, I will import it this way. Import. The way I'm going to import it will be different from the way I imported this, because this one is component style sheet. So this one here is module. I'll say import, then you come here and say import styles. Let me even use this. I should have used this capital letter. Okay, no problem. Anyone. Import styles from where? Import styles from, and you come here and you put the path is coming from. It's coming from styles dot module dot css. So you can see that style dot module dot css. So for you to use this here, you have the way you're going to use these styles that you imported, you have to come here and make reference to it. That's where we use it. So in this place, we either come here, instead I come here and I put styles.h1, because in this module style.module I have h1 here. Can I easily come here and make it to be a class? Let me just leave it that way. Let me make it to the class. Let me call this class. Instead of h1, I can come here and give it header or header. Let me say header or header. Let me call it com, com. Then it's a class. I'll put a full stop there. I'll save this. So I'll go back here. I want to put it in this h1, this to h1. Let me use only one h1. Let me take this h1 off. So that. So you want to put it here. Okay, what will I do? Take this job out. It's irrelevant now. So here I'll say class name. Class name is equal to what? This styles here dot this class dot com. So yeah, I'll come here. Because it's a JavaScript entity, I'll take this. I'll put a curly brace. So this is going to be styles.com. That's the class name. So I save this. I go back to the browser, and lo and behold, you can see that it is now specific towards the text component. You can see I've created a specific style for the text component. You get how that works now. So the text component is now having red color, while the text2 component is having a blue color. You can see that for yourself, and a different font family. So guys, I hope you really understand the concept of CSS styling here. We talked about the global style sheet, the component style sheet, and the CSS module style sheet. I've showed you the difference between each of the style sheets. So in our next class, we'll look at the inline, internal, and external styling in React. Thanks very much.